Welcome back, guys, to East 10 Nordics, our last episode. Proceeding through the remainder of the arc within the Cicatrix, we came across Rollo's old chambers and located a map within, pointing hopefully towards Viewpoint Isle. But before we set off towards it, we found the Obelia Gulf open, with more quests and our crewmate's Affinity starting to max out. Having viewed a variety of events aboard the Sandras, we continue sweeping. Aina, what's going on? I've been keeping in touch with Clement via written correspondence courtesy of Hugil. From what he's written, I can tell he is concerned for those of us on the Sandras. With any luck, we'll find a lead on how to resolve this matter in the Cicatrix. We wouldn't want to betray his expectations.
What would you like to exchange?
I doubt you've got anything new apart from those elixirs.
Anything else I can do for you?
No.
Please, come again.
Thank you. You didn't happen upon any flora or fauna on the Ark Roller Road, I presume? Perhaps that means they successfully exited the Ark and still live on somewhere or another. As a physician, I would be most enthused if we found our way to them. It just may be that the flora and fauna of over a century ago still live on somewhere. Maybe in time you'll reach it. I don't think I can make any medicine. I think I'm still full.
Any other medicine you need? Take care, you two.
There's, of course, an event back in our room.
Adol.
Mind if we rest? Why not? Are you tired? Nah, just wanted to spend some time in here is all. Hey, Adol, you gonna leave Obelia Gulf once our voyage is wrapped up? Oh yeah, I probably will.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's just who you are, I guess. What's wrong, Hugil? Starting to miss him already? We still got a lot more to do before he leaves, though. You're gonna help too, right? Yeah, thanks, Hugil. And once this is all over, I'll also... Ah, you thinking of leaving too? Show up in a later game, why don't you? My mum said you'd be my other half. You're supposed to be the son-in-law. So this part goes like this. Our next destination is Bifrost after all, huh? Are we really gonna have to go... All we really have to go on are the legends they tell about it. I'm gonna have to prepare us for every contingency I can think of. You sure are plugging away, Cruz? Well, of course I am. How could I not? For all we know, this voyage could be our Wait, Kaja, you've returned to normal. Not quite yet. I'm just back to how I was a little while ago. I see. Still, I'm glad you're able to speak again. In fact, I think it's given me a second wind. Yeah, it seems this is the only way.
Hey.
Adol, Kaja, do you two have a minute? What are you being all stiff about?
Sure.
Well, the thing is... Seeing the serious expression on Cruz's face, Adol and Kaja looked to each other with concern. My whole life, I just assumed that I would end up taking over my dad's business. After all, I've grown up surrounded by it since as far back as I can remember. But performing maintenance on the Sandras day in and day out like this, well, it taught me something. I really do want to be a shipwright. This is a dream I've had since I was a little boy, and I've kept it locked up inside the whole time. But I don't want to lie to myself anymore. Finally accepted your true feelings, huh? Took you long enough. Is Loams the problem now? Yeah, you've seen how he is. I'm gonna need to come up with a solid plan to convince him. Or a solid axe. Yeah, you sure are more than meets the eye, Cruz. Never thought I'd hear you ask to join in on a boarding assault. The Undying Fleet is innovative in that many of their ships are geared towards specific capabilities. If I could reverse engineer these bold, brash designs for human use, then Rome's will be forced to recognize just how serious you are about being a shipwright.
Sure.
Not only that, but we could utilize that knowledge to the Sandras' benefit. And there's even a chance that I could turn those ship designs into a new business model for carpent trading. That can only be a good thing for the company, I'm sure. Impressive. You really thought this through. Make lemons into lemonade and turn yourself a profit. That's the carpent way. Or carpent trading. Undying Fleet ship spotted dead ahead. Once we board them, don't leave our side. Got it? Wander off and it'll be the end of you. Right. Understood. All right. Let's go, brother. Sounds like me. Not bad, you hung in there the whole way through. I thought I was a goner. Still, can you really come up with a ship design from just that? Didn't seem like he had the time to take so much as a single note. Don't worry, when it comes to ships, I excel at memorization. The ship's construction, dimensions, and everything else I could possibly need are all burned into my mind. Now then, I'd better get to drafting while the information's still fresh. Well, alright. Thus did Cruz begin drawing up blueprints, becoming so engrossed in his work that he forgot to eat or sleep. After finally finishing, he was able already to show them to Rome's, who had come back aboard for a business deal. I never imagined you'd come up with a new ship design based on the Grigas fleet of all things. I'm no expert, but even I can tell this is revolutionary. Dad, does that mean... I think you had this kind of talent, Cruz. It'd be a tremendous shame to leave it untapped. Even still... I was dead set on you taking over the family business after me. But it seems that my selfishness almost robbed you of the chance to develop in your own way. I really should have listened to you more. Dad, it's not all your fault. I should have told you how I felt to begin with. Well, it isn't too late. You've got the ability to not just be my successor, but take carpent trading in a direction I never could have myself. Cruz, we're not just father and son anymore, partners on equal standing. I'm looking forward to working with you as our up-and-coming shipwright. Dad! Fair weather comes after the rain, as they say. Guess in the end, just talking to his dad and letting him know what he wanted was all he really needed to do. Cruz and Rome's isn't both now at max.
Now that you guys have given me the push I needed, I won't lie to myself ever again. Let's get out there and pursue our dreams!
Gomez did not have a voice line. Not allowed. Denied. So our destination is Bifrost after all, huh? I'll have to try and prepare us for anything and everything I can think of.
Hey, how's your...
I don't know how it's going. Leave me alone. I will see if I can upgrade anything. No, I can't. Okay. Not that I have much money anyway. Only 12k currently. 902 beast parts though. Enough to upgrade one whole thing.
What's next?
Is there any accessory that I desperately want to upgrade? Not necessarily.
Hit me up whenever you need.
The revenge gauge fill rate up is pretty decent for damage overall, isn't it? Oh, thanks for the shards. Silver Pickard. Scaredy Pickard's gonna give me some Schneeblauchen. Yay, Carja's all better again. Sorry to worry you, kiddo. I'm doing just fine now. No telling lies, I know you're still working too hard. You don't gotta do everything yourself. That's what the rest of us are here for. Sash. Message received. I'll be sure to lean on you guys more, okay? Uh-huh. Let me help too. I could go be on lookout. But first I gotta hurry and feed the Pickards. Basic ingredients times 50. The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights. Our next destination must be quite the place. Oddly enough, I'm actually somewhat excited. Maybe Sash is beginning to rub off on me, or could it be because of you two? I can't say I dislike the feeling though. There's no way of knowing what will happen next, but rather than feeling anxious, I want to believe. Such is my reason for accompanying you. Whatever our goal, I'm sure that we can reach it. Golden potato! Not only did you drive off the Balta Seaforce, you even defeated their Jarl. Heh, well, isn't this just a hoot? Corian would probably scold me for talking like that, but I'm sure we've got nothing to worry about. While I can't say I'm entirely without regrets, all we can do for now is move forward. My apologies for the inconvenient timing, but I will be borrowing the galley for a short while. Dressing the fish one has caught is easier said than done, it turns out. I hadn't anticipated it would be so arduous. It is also rather enjoyable, however, experiencing new things, that is. Mr. Cohen, might you be so kind as to teach me your filleting technique next? Sure, just be careful with that knife. Come to think of it, this may well be my very first time wielding a kitchen knife. What fun it is to experience new things. The cicatrix has a reputation for being special, even among us fishermen. And now we're headed into its deepest reaches. It's crazy that I wound up making it this far. Mr. Cohen, something's spilling out of the fish's stomach. Oops, excuse me a sec. No need to get so worked up, Missy. That's just the guts. Well, the reaches of the cicatrix. It's crazy that I wound up making it this far. Deal with the guts, man. The guts are spilling everywhere. I reckon these will have an event after I talk to Rosa and Mirabelle. Wait, Kaja? Princess, are you... Hey, sorry to keep you all in suspense. You're back to your old self again, thank goodness. I second that. Does this mean everything's all settled now? No, Rolo is still inside me, sad to say. The real battle is yet to come. I see, but at the very least you seem to be making progress. We'll do everything we can to support you, Kaja. All you have to do is give the word. Right, thanks you two. Rosa does. Mirabelle doesn't. Welcome back, Princess. Sandras is all primed and ready to go. If you've got a destination in mind, then let's set out. Oh, Adol, Kaja. Sorry, wrong, Rosa. You look down. Oh, do I? Are you worried about Philia? We beat her up, sorry. I heard you fought my sister at the Seabed Temple. I should have been prepared for the chance it would happen, knowing where each of us stands, but still. Rosa, if this is too much, there's no need to force yourself to stick with us. No, I'm here to help you and Adol, and that's not changing anytime soon. Even now, I don't regret staying on with the Sandras one bit. Then what's going on? It's just... I started wondering what exactly is going through my sister's head right now. It made me realize that maybe I don't know Philia as well as I thought I did. You really do love her, huh? In all the time Philia's been a part of the Balta Seaforce, she's always been a thoughtful, perceptive person. But just when people think that they had her figured out, she put forward the wildest, most daring battle plans you'd ever heard. Even after all the time we spent together, I find it hard to get a read on her myself. I see. Balta Seaforce ships approaching off the bow. It's the third flotilla, I believe. The third flotilla? But that's... Philia's flotilla. Does she really intend to attack us? Enemies off the stern! Please be careful. They're pulling up alongside us to board. All hands prepare for combat. The Normans of the Balta Seaforce rushed onto the Sandras' deck. The crew had their backs to the wall, making for a dire situation. However, with Adol and Kaja at the forefront, they were able to regroup and turn the tides of the battle. They did genuinely attack? Why? They've not got the memo yet? And then... Here I was, thinking we had the upper hand. No matter how many times you try this, it's always going to end the same, Philia. I'm going to find a way to beat this Rolo inside me, and I won't be losing to anyone before then. Whether that's you, or Gunnar, or even Grimson. Philia. Rosa. All hands retreat. Goodness, not once did I expect Philia would come on and launch a direct assault on us. Well, she is one of the Balta Seaforce's commanders, so I guess that makes us enemies now.
Nah.
Not necessarily. Adol, check your shirt. What's that? A single slip of paper had been tucked into Adol's shirt without him noticing. So that means like a sword could have been tucked into me without noticing, yeah? I guess it's because I was focusing on the sword, right? He then unfolded the paper, revealing a letter from Philia. What the? When did she have the chance to stick that in there? During the battle, when else? Still, it's pretty impressive. What does it say? To Rosalind and everyone else on the Sandras. For the Jarl, eliminating Rolo may just be a means of getting revenge. But even if that is the case, Rolo is still a serious threat to Obelia Gulf and everybody who calls it home. So I'm sorry to the princess, but for everyone's sake, I agree that he needs to be eradicated. I may have lost you once before, but as one of the peerless pair, I can't just leave it at that and give up. Even so, there's a part of me that's praying the princess and Adol are able to find another way to resolve this. Although I'm not able to stand with you now, I know in my heart the day will come when we can laugh together again. Philia. Philia? Could it be that the whole reason she boarded us was to deliver that letter? Wow, Gil's got some serious guts. Could have just asked who, Gil? She hasn't changed much from when she was young, always doing her own thing without so much as a word. But as her dad, I can say one thing for certain. She values her family above all else. Guess this was her way of showing us both her resolve as an enemy and her kindness as a friend. That's very like her. In fact, her name came from another term for the umbrella leaf plant. In the language of flowers, it means free-spirited. Ah, no kidding. Well, that's about as perfect a name as you could get for her. Free-spirited, huh? Hey, Dad. I know my name comes from the rose, but does that have a meaning in flower language too? Ah, of course it does. In the language of flowers, roses mean ladylike or lovable. Now you've got me blushing. I'll be sure to do my best to live up to that name. Ah, flower language, huh? So that's why they chose that name for her. Yo, Cruz, what you thinking so hard about?
Sure.
Oh, well, it's just... I believe that when it comes to roses, there are vastly different meanings depending on the colour. And I'm pretty sure that the one Mr. Risveri mentioned is for pink roses specifically. Then out of curiosity, what would, let's say, a black rose mean then? Jealous and controlling, I think? Oh, very interesting. So it's that one then. Hey guys, did you hear what my dad just said? My name just might fit me perfectly too. Yeah. Sure seems like it. Oh, no question. Aya's beard. Something tells me Philia's got it rougher than I realized. Your affinity with Rosalind and the Risvelis is now at maximum.
Thanks to you, I can finally understand why my sister did what she did. That's why I plan to follow her lead, and... well, just keep looking out for me, okay?
Sure thing. I'm so glad Kaja's conscious again. This is just a thought, but you don't suppose this arc showed up to help us, do you? Yes. There's no one at the helm, and it just suddenly started coming towards us and stopped right next to us. Rosa truly loves Philia. Ever since she was small, she would always be glued to her big sister's side. To think things would eventually turn out like this. Still, I'm satisfied just knowing how Philia truly feels. Again, thank you so much. I look forward to the day we're finally able to reunite. And I think we have now been through the entirety of the Sandras' crew. At this point in time, anyway. We still have that quest to pick up, plus other quests too, on top of that. New refitting stuff has come along. Major refit 7 is +1 to every stat. Enhance the Sandras one last time, pushing her to her absolute limits. There's obviously more I can do apart from that, but one last time is not really the truth of it.
Whew, all done.
Strength,
I hope
HP,
I
and
did a good
speed
job.
have been maxed. Now, the rest I don't have enough money for, I don't think. Crystallescent Coral would get me the strength, break, and the handling. And then the rest is all under one, and that's again Crystallescent Corin. Coral, whatever, Corin. Yeah, sure. It's the mum of Rosa. But I have enough basic craft stock for everything at this point. It's just the fact that I don't have other things. At this point. Yeah. Well, I can make a bounding right to make the mana barrier duration. Oh, I don't have the money. Well, we'll have to come back here anyway to upgrade some stuff.
Anything else?
I need crystallescent
You know where to find.
coral. Coral! ASAP. We'll leave the quest on there for now. And I will view my letters. Alright, it's a letter from Anchor Island. Dear Mr. Adol, Miss Kaja, ships that resemble the Undying Fleet have been spotted multiple times off the coast of Anchor Island, threatening our very way of life. I hear that Ilma Village on Fallon Island is experiencing something similar as well. May I ask you to come and speak with us? I shall be waiting on Anchor Island. Let's take on one of our quests then. We know that we got quests aplenty. We know we're going to sort them out. Anchor Island is. Mynorca Village it is.
Weigh anchor!
Incidentally, whenever a sea battle was close to breaking out nearby, this girl would always come to warn me about it. As a matter of fact, it was the same girl from the Balta Seaforce who taught me how to read runes. Thinking back on it, I believe she started visiting Mynorca Village even before the Seaforce was founded. I wonder where the deer is now. Oh, it's pretty rare for normals to be so friendly. But there is one that comes to mind. That could be my mum.
Here for some shop. Any don't do.
No shopping needed. I've long since forgotten that girl's name, but she was as kind and Norman as there ever was. Perhaps it's thanks to her that I've come to see past my preconceived notions about Normans. I guess we'll check out the place by talking first, before taking on the quest. I reported these huge Griga ships I caught sight of the other day to the village chief. It's got me holding off on fishing for the time being. But at the rate things are going, Obelia Gulf might be doomed this time for sure. There'll be no place left for us anymore. The age of the Krieger has begun. I don't think it's that desperate. I'm putting together some relief aid for Karnak right now. It's mostly lumber, cut so it'll be easy to ferry across the sea, plus some salted fish caught right here in Mynorca. Now, if only the rest of those Krieger ships would make themselves scarce, then we could sell everything over at any time.
Oh? Seems we got fish in the water.
Yeah, but nothing really new. But I keep checking just in case. Oh no, I read a letter and I didn't read it. Damn it! Call the Krieger on Crescent Island? Did we go to a place like that? I sense the menacing presence of Krieger coming from an island in the Rogue Sea. They appear to be in a rather large group. It may be wise to pay the area a visit when circumstances allow.
Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
Finally. No. I can feel the presence of the Trident, the strongest Krieger of all Obelia Gulf, coming from you. And instead of succumbing to it, you're bearing the weight. That's truly something incredible. It is what it is. It's not like I've been going it alone. Relying on another's power when the going gets tough is such a uniquely human thing to do. Oh, by the way, I was thinking of visiting some other islands once I've had my fill of this village. Partially to see more of what the world is like in this era, of course. But as someone who feels responsible for the damage caused by the Krieger, I want to cheer on those who are fighting to stay alive. Though naturally watching over them is all I'm capable of. That's plenty. If there's something you want to do out here, that's enough to make leaving your island worthwhile. Yes, thank you. It feels as if you two are ultimately wound up encouraging me. So allow me to do the same for you. Please stay strong. I wish you only the best, and I'm sure that Miming, Nelly, and Gnivli do as well. I'm going to try to look up that, but I don't know what I came up with in the end. And the quest over there, I think I might call the Krieger first. Actually, where is that? Because it's said in the Rogue Sea, but we haven't actually... Oh, we can actually sail out here now? Even though that's our destination, we can now enter this entire area? So what's the deal with that massive tuna you brought back home? It's pretty top of the line. Nice and fatty too. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I brought that back as a present for you. Wait, really? But why? Where's this coming from? Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but I'm always causing trouble for you, right? So I've been doing my best to catch tons of fish and earn tons of money to make your life a little easier. That's actually why I went to go scope out the White Shady in the first place. But I guess I just made you worry more than ever, so this time I thought I'd express my gratitude in a different way. Since when were you so considerate? It's not like you at all. Still, thanks. This definitely cheers me up. Really? I finally made my sister happy. Fishing up that big lug was worth the effort and then some. Oh, come to think of it, I heard that Ivald went back to visiting her home for the first time in ages. She doesn't talk about herself much, but I'm pretty sure I've figured out where she's from. It's gotta be Balta Island. She's nothing like your typical pirate, though. She's able to see eye to eye with us. Good person through and through. After all this time, I wouldn't be scared of her just because she's a Norman. I don't know why she still bothers to hide it. Belle has her quirks, but everyone in the village knows she's a good person. I don't know why she still bothers hiding the fact that she's a Norman. So you've gone completely... Our quest is over here, and I'm guessing it's Magni's there too? No, it's just two elders of the village. Meeting up together. I'll come back to here. I'm very interested in plotting our courses to new lands. There's also Krangle Island to check out and various other places too.
All right, let's go.
So I can just simply move on over? Oh, I really can. What the hell?
I reeled this in.
I'm quite surprised that it's kind of just opened with no fanfare, if you get me. There's even a raid over there. And a raid is the best way for me to find out areas. There's two raid places? Oh, that's a pirate ship over there.
This could be useful, don't you think?
I don't believe for any second
A curious portent.
that is a ship I'm allowed to go to normally. This is where the Colder Griga mission is.
A new island.
Look what I found!
Should we disembark on it?
Is this like the end of the game then? And like this is just exploring other things? Oh, this is interesting.
All right, let's
It's giving us a
disembark.
whole other play area to explore before we go up. Ah, there's sure a lot of Griga wandering on her. Maybe the leftovers from their battle with the Balta Seaforce hold up here. Kind of think of it, Lita said something about an island that caught her attention, didn't she? If we leave them alone, they might put together another fort and a whole slew of trouble along with it. Let's mop them all up while we have the chance, Adol. See all the Griga on the island? Lila said what now? No, go forward. Lila said what now? I didn't see. Lila didn't say anything. What are you talking about? What's that? Oh, it's a short as well. Was that the quest that Lila had then?
How'd you like this?
Oops.
I need a break.
I don't dare check it out. Do you know what I mean? It might be a completely different quest.
Let's keep sailing.
Well, let's cull those
All right,
Griga.
let's disembark.
Break
Alright.
them as fast as we can. It's a small island,
Better
to be
mark this
fair,
area on the map.
in terms of collectibles.
Coming through! Nice try!
Oh, wow. I feel like I kept him in the air for a bit longer than I meant to. I hit him a
What's
couple
this?
of times, and it seems to have made him hover.
Pretty sure something's around here. Huh. Didn't expect this here.
There's a strong Griga on board. That double hits now is pretty tasty. Oh, Howler's been mastered. So we can switch it to Berserker Rage now, right? The more powerful version. Or at least one that seems to resonate more than once. It does, it's a multi-hit. Let's go. I need to lure this guy out if I'm going to fight him. That there be mud. Can you actually come out?
Pathetic!
Switch! Fly ball!
Well, I didn't mean to get knocked down like that.
I'll crush ya!
Oops. Ice Age Hammer's been mastered. But we keep that on because that's our best. Ow! Getting hit because I'm going fast.
Eat this! Eat this!
Busting our enemies the best we can. And that's just over the ways from the area we were at. No, we can swing that way to some place.
I'm just getting started.
That was culling all the Griga? Oh. It's not Dot's clone, is it? Do you feel that? I think the enemy leader's finally come out of hiding. That works for us. Let's keep some momentum going and take him down.
Pretty sure something's around here.
Punishment Soul Plus. Break plus 15, Vitality down 4. Ooh, it looks like a strong group. Oh, it's even a saga. Is that green?
Yeah. Oh,
We finished the
found
blue one
something.
after all.
Treasure ahoy! Yeah, Lana.
I thought. We'll come back for that. Let's finish what we started. I can help better. Four guys dead in the blink of an eye. Adol's paralyzed him. What does that actually mean? Can you not attack me or? Well, you tried to. He's poisoned as well. Guy never stood a chance. Cole the Grieger of Crescent has completed. Who will deliver the reward, which was 25,000 crystal shards. Oh, there wasn't a cap of that. There wasn't. I'm at 187,000. And there's two last things on the island. One is the treasure chest that's down there by the swinging spot. And the saga itself. A break elixir.
Oh,
I do like the
lucky
game
me.
will tell Sam if it's pirate ship or not, and he still won't trust it. Well, regarding the merchant ships, no. There is no trust here. It's like once one chest is a mimic, all chests are mimics, right? That's how we work. Once one merchant ship is an enemy ship, we treat all as enemy ships because there's no bonus for me not doing so. And there's always a bonus for me definitely doing so by starting in a position where I'm not getting bombarded by cannon. Right, what is this? He of the bloody seas scribes this herein. This price I feel not as penance suffices for my sins as grains of sand number. Despite that I cannot decease just yet. Contest with divine evil carries on. Power harbored within each human soul, in that realm does the truth rest in hiding. It exists as in eximious. Ooh, I've never seen that word before. Eximious beauty, a sea rumored rife with a repose eternal. 'Tis said to straddle this shore and the next, yet ere I reach it, no respite shall I take. Mind's eye given momentary glimpse, in waking I must find my faults to right. Success only surer when stripped of all, this mission is solely mine to achieve. And we get 10 rainbow sea stones, that's pretty nice. And that is everything from Crescent Moons Isle. I thought it was a place we'd never really been to before, but it turned out to be exactly that. Right, we've got that quest up there to do. I think I might check out Crangle Island first. Eximious.
Okay, let's go.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going
Alright.
to use my
I'm gonna mark
computer.
this area on the map.
Eximious. Meaning. Obsolete. No, yeah. Oh, it's an obsolete word. Of course it's obsolete. I get that. That's the whole point of it. Oh, stupid cookies. Distinguished, eminent, excellent. Ooh, we should use eximious instead of excellent from now on. And everyone will be like, what the hell are you saying? Flipping weirdo. Just speak like a normal person, for goodness sake. Seems like Crangle Island doesn't have anything new going on at all, at it? Oh, then there's one thing. Well, that was eximious. So we can get it into everywhere. Sound like we're educated. There's signs that someone was living in the mines. Talk about creepy. That's all we get. Or more to the point, I probably just didn't check it out before. Sad times. Well, Balta Island needs to be swept at some point, but let's go to that quest we were going to go to.